Yeat, the bell. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It. Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, this is my first ever Yeat review. I've never talked about Yeat, but I am very aware. I am very known of Yeat. I know this man's music, alright? I've seen this guy's fucking 30-track ass albums and all that type of shit, guys. Guys, I've never talked about this guy on my show, but this is the first time. We got Yeat today. The Bell, let's talk about it. Starting off with this beat. This beat, honestly, is really good. I wasn't liking the beginning. I don't like the distortion in the beginning, but once the distortion went away and we just got these great synths that are absolutely sounding heavenly, absolutely sounding godly, then these drums came crashing down and went absolutely insane. And you know, that's going to lead off to my next point, which is Yeat in the beginning. I'll be real, Yeat in the beginning was not hitting for me. I didn't like this beginning vocals. You know, I was like, all right, you know, this might not be a good song. But then this man just switches his vocals, switches his flow, and just immediately starts flowing on this fucking beat. Guys, I'm going to be real. Have I ever really listened to a Yeat song? I'm aware of his music, but have I sat down and listened to a Yeat track? I'm just going to be real. I have not. But, you know, adding this bell sound that gets played throughout this song, but hearing Yeat start rapping his ass off, melodically flowing like crazy on this beat, having these moments of flow switches and vocal switch ups too, just all combining together. I mean, holy shit. And then, you know, I'm like listening to this show. I'm like, okay, this is a nice melodic ass rap song. You know, the flows are infectious. The flows are going crazy. And then this man starts fucking singing heavenly on autotune. And this is what I'm always, you know, trying to tell people. You know, autotune can be a tool. Autotune, if you actually use it right, if you actually use it to its intention, you actually, you know, use the tool. You don't try to, you know, sing really well and then put the autotune. No, you don't sing well. No, you let the autotune do the work. And this is what I say, guys. You can make autotune singing have some soul to it. You can put some life into robotic singing. And this is one of those examples, because this is what I'm saying. We get this nice vocal switch up from Yeat. And this vocal switch up, this man starts singing about diamonds. Heavenly. I mean, holy shit. Guys, I'm not even going to lie. If this man was hitting these infectious, heavenly high notes, you know, throughout the song, like if, you know, this is like the ending hook. I didn't like the ending hook. I'll just be real. I really wish the high notes would have came back, but I understand, you know, it's got to be one part of the song. You know, that's the great part. That's the part that's going to make you want to go back and listen to it over and over and over again. So I do understand that, but I feel like it would be a much better song if, you know, Yeat did some more infectious, heavenly goddamn high notes at the end. Because holy shit, this man starts singing his absolutely ass off. And those high-pitched vocals absolutely hit. I mean, goddamn. And then he starts flowing again, starts doing his thing. Now, I will say Yeat loses me a bit at the end of the track. He just starts kind of flowing. You know, it's like, you know, it's like when I was listening to King Carson recently. There's moments where King Carson just goes completely off the rails, goes completely off the structure of the song, and just starts rapping. And that's kind of the similar vibe I was getting from me, because, you know, I realized, you know, I was listening to the song, I was going, okay, you know, there's not a real format to this. I mean, you know, repeated a little bit at the beginning, but then he just started rapping his ass off at the end, and then the track just ended. So, you know, that's the only thing I would say. You know, there's a little bit moments where this track, I feel like it could have been tightened a little bit better, you know, a little bit more concise. But honestly, guys, all the elements here absolutely hit, in my opinion. So, honestly, you know, this beat is infectious. Yeat's high-pitched vocal singing absolutely hit, which I was surprised by. Man was singing heavenly on the autotune. Holy shit. I mean, shout out to Yeat. That was crazy. Guys, this song would have been an 8 out of 10 if he did more of that, but he stopped doing that. So I can only give it a fair score here. So I'm going to give this track a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know, guys. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get y'all's podcast at. Make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We got so much more content dropping this week. Hey, guys, get ready. I'll still let you have a good one. Bye.